want to talk about hip hop right now. You know, the funny thing about the game is just how far downward the game has gone over the past, I say, decade and a half. It seems like, you know, the one element of hip hop that used to make hip hop so enjoyable, not just to blacks but to people all over the world, was the realness of it. But now it's like that realness is completely gone. You take an era like the KRS-Ones, the Rakims, and then you graduate to the Snoops, and you know what I'm saying, just different eras. And it seems like the further, I hate to say it, because at the time when this stuff was going on, everybody had some type of, you know, ill feeling about it. But it does seem like, and trust me, I'm from Ohio, so I don't have like any dog in the fight. But to be honest with you, as a matter of fact, I was one who was on the side of the masses. But it seems like when New York lost control of the rap game, that is the point in which the rap game plummeted. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. I mean, the worst thing that happened for rap was when New York got so arrogant with it that they began to carry on and act as if nobody else had a right to rap. And in doing so, the masses pretty much rose up against the whole New York rap scene, and before you know it, you know what I'm saying? Well, y'all know what happened with that. They took a L, a real big L. They still taking it right now, to the point where only a few guys from there can even come out with an album now, and this is the birthplace of hip hop. But it seems like now, I mean, back then you actually had to have talent. That was one thing. And also, being real was an element that everybody strove to be successful at. Now you don't have to be real, and you don't even have to be talented all that much. Y'all hear some of the songs that's coming out, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it, in terms of the reality of it, it is just, it's sickening. And I'm not saying that rappers should come out and just be hard and gangster and all this other just stereotypical crap that people assume when you say you want real rap. What I'm saying is, rap suffers because people are not coming out with things that are even genuine to their own personality. Meaning, groups of people, they coming out with stuff simply based on what they think the masses want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Look at guys like Rick Ross, a CO, a guy who was a corrections officer, is able to come out with all the gangster, black mafia, top shelf, dope boy music and be successful at it in the same exact rap game that destroyed the career of the person who was the hardest female at that, the hardest female rapper ever, which was Boss. They found out that she had grew up in a particular part of town, and so her career was over. But here we have a CO, a cop, so to speak, and he's able to be successful in hip hop with all this dope boy gangster talk. This is the reason why hip hop suffers, and to me it's crap. That's why I listen to groups like Slum Village and Little Brother and all that stuff, because even though they may not be the mainstream guys, you know what I'm saying, the guys that you're going to hear on the radio all day, these dudes are doing their thing, and they doing it in a way that is genuine to them. That's all I want. Just give me something that's real to yourself. Don't be a choir boy coming out with a gangster rap album, and at the same time, don't be a gangster rapper coming out with a choir boy album. Just give me something that reflects talent, that I can look at and say, okay, this dude, he put some work in on this, and it's real to him. But that's not what's going on now. What's going on now in the rap game is these cats, they eat the same bologna sandwiches and the same syrup sandwiches that everybody else who broke in the hood eat. You know what I'm saying? These dudes ain't getting it like that for real. They eat the same stuff that everybody else eat. They go to the same places. They sit back and share the same clothes. But when they sign that contract, they create this gangster image, this gangster persona, this gangster character after the fact. And then they proceed to do everything in their power to live up to that image that they created. Almost like the WWF. As a matter of fact, it's exactly like the WWF. Wrestling, the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. Is just like that. You create an image, and then after you create an image, you try to create your lifestyle around that image that you just made up. You basically live in life as an alter ego. You know what I'm saying? Look at Nicki Minaj, for instance, and she's got talent. You think she was acting this stupid before she got her deal with Cash Money? No. She didn't have her eyeballs going all crazy and was stuttering and doing. She wasn't doing that. She only does it now because it gets attention. But look at what it has done to her real life. She's actually doing this stuff outside the studio now. So when you see her in the street, she's acting exactly the way that she acts in the studio. And that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? For me, if you bring talent back to the game, that would be a humongous plus. A humongous plus. Because right now it just seems like anybody could get in. There ain't no background checks. And even when there are background checks, they don't care. They don't care what kind of life you lived or how far contrasting that life is from whatever image it is that you projecting in the sound booth. They don't care if you don't have no talent, as long as you got a bomb-ass beat and a decent hook and preferably some type of dance step. And that's it, man. It's like hip-hop has suffered so bad. And if you want to point the finger and blame anybody for how hip-hop has suffered, blame New York City. Because when New York City had rap under control, you had to have talent. But they can't have it both ways. New York can't sit up and say, okay, we were the birthplace of hip-hop. We did this and we did that. We started it. And we was the bomb when we had it. Yeah, but you fumbled the ball at the goal line. You fumbled the ball. That arrogance, the same thing that made you laugh, ended up making you cry. And now we're suffering because of it. I'm telling you, man. I remember when I was young, listening to rap, and I would actually have to go break the dictionary out to decipher some of the stuff that they had said. Now, because of the sentences that they used certain words in, the context in which they used certain words, I kind of had an idea what the word meant, but I wanted to know for sure. So I'd have to go to the dictionary. All of us did. Who going to the dictionary these days? Is Lil Wayne sending you to the dictionary? Is Drake sending you to the dictionary? Is Future sending you to the dictionary? Hell no. Hip-hop is garbage right now. I hate to say it, because I would much rather see these guys doing what they're doing now than to see them actually committing crimes and living the wrong kind of life. But let's keep it all in perspective. In terms of the art form, it's crap. It's not rap. It's crap. All right, y'all. I'm signing off, man. Oh, yeah. Make sure you cop my series on Amazon right now. Go into it and get my stuff. Peace.